All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to, I believe it is now week 12 of Cyclone Fight Club here on Fire Pro Wrestling World. We are in the home stretch. We have just 4 weeks remaining in the season, and that includes this one, which means we'll have just 3 weeks after this, and then it will be playoff week. It's a big week here as things are really starting to get a little bit more separated now. We're starting to see some of the big names and potential playoff contenders here, but we will take a look at the standings, and you'll see that it's still relatively close. And even though there's only a few weeks left, it's still pretty much anybody's game here to try to get up to that point. Let's check out the standings right now. As you can see, things have drastically changed from last week. Akira Tozawa, for the first time, I believe since at least week 3, if not just about ever, knocked off the top of the standings there. He had been standing tall amongst everybody and had been there as one of the top guys in the promotion, but I gotta say the last I'd say 4 or 5 weeks or so have not gone Akira Tozawa's way. As you can see, he is in 4th now with Ishii and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, who's kept himself relatively towards the middle, now working his way potentially up to a 4 seed. But as you can see, Xavier Woods, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt all sitting at 8-3 right now. Xavier Woods has been nipping at Akira Tozawa's heels pretty much the most of the season and has finally been able to take over. Luke Harper has been doing pretty well to stay in the top 8 himself. Bray Wyatt has been sort of back and forth, but ever since he got that first win, or ever since he became Akira Tozawa's first official loss, he sits there at 8-3, and he has been unstoppable since. And, of course, as you see, Tozawa, Ishii, and Pete Dunne sitting at 7-4. Let's see, Sasha Banks, Takashi Yoshida, Kenny Omega, and Candice LeRae all sitting at 6-5. And as you can see, that 8th place cutoff to see who gets into the playoffs becoming smaller and smaller as there's a bit of a separation here. We're down to just a couple of potential people. Kenny Omega has really been sliding over the last several weeks. He was one of the top guys over the last, I would say, for about the first 3 or 4 weeks. He was definitely a top guy. He slid a little bit after about week 5 or so, and he just hasn't seemed to recover, and now has the potential to not be in the playoffs. Speaking of, those Sasha Banks and Candice LeRae have both done extremely well on both of their ends since that time as well, and they have risen up to that point to where they could potentially be in it. Sasha Banks had gone on a huge, I believe it was about 5-week win streak. Candice LeRae has been doing very strong herself after having a very rough start. And then we have a little bit of separation. No one with 5 wins. Maybe that'll change this week as Matt Hardy, Samoa Joe, and Matt Riddle all sit at 4-7. Still with the possibility, but there's not much time left. The separation is getting a little bit there. Jervis Cottonbelly also sitting at 4-7. We might not be able to see them in the playoffs. They're going to have to really win out most of their matches here if they want to have a good shot at this. And then, of course, as always, bringing up the rear, Shingo Takagi and Flamita both sitting at 1-10, and that is about where we will start this, as we will check out the week schedule. As you can see, Samoa Joe aiming towards a potential playoff spot, wanting to work his way back into it. Maybe considered a fairly easy week against Shingo Takagi. However, Shingo could play spoiler to his potential dreams of becoming a playoff contender. And then we have Matt Hardy and Tomohiro Ishii. Matt Hardy, of course, wanting to also do the same thing as Samoa Joe, get into contention. Ishii wanting to keep himself where he is at. Akira Tozawa as well wants to stop the slide that he has been on. He faces Jervis Cottonbelly, who is Currently, right now, sitting at 4-7 and hungry to try to get himself back into contention. And then we have Candice LeRae versus Matt Riddle. Both of them looking as well, have been fighting hard. Only, unfortunately, one of them can only win. We have Flamita versus Kenny Omega. Omega is also at a point where he wants to stop the slide that he's also been on. Flamita could play spoiler to that, but it could be considered a fairly easy week for Kenny Omega. Then we have Takashi Yoshida and Xavier Woods. Woods now, of course, at the top of the boards, along with Harper and Wyatt, and looking to potentially keep his spot. Takashi Yoshida, though, is right on that border of the 8th seed, and I know he's going to be looking to strengthen his spot. I don't think if you put him up to a tiebreaker, you don't want Yoshida. You don't want to take it up to a tiebreaker because of potentially who you'd have to be up with. And then we have Sasha Banks versus Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, once again, it's another, just like Yoshida versus Woods, yet another lower seed person trying to get themselves up there and stay in contention for the playoffs against one of the top seeds, as well as tonight's main event in Luke Harper versus Pete Dunne. Dunne, along with Sasha Banks and Candice LeRae, moving their way up and has worked their butts off to get to this point, and he's going to be looking for that playoff position, as we will get to that now. Let me see if I can get that in there. There we go. It'll be a very interesting week now because, like I said, we only got about 4 weeks left, including this week. Let me just go ahead and drop my controller on the floor. Always helps out. So, opening contest, of course, you will have Samoa Joe facing off against, bringing over here, Shingo Takagi. And let's see here. Referee for this contest will be Bryce Remsburg. And here we go. It is going to be definitely a very interesting week, especially those these pretty much every match here is starting to have a lot more weight to it, a lot more implications as to how this could potentially look for the playoffs. Like I said, Samoa Joe is 4-7 right now, and he's going to be looking for his comeback into potential contention. He's been kind of back and forth, mostly out of contention, but I'm sure he's more than willing to try to get himself back in. Shingo Takagi, 1-10, out of playoff contention completely at this point. However, he's still fighting just to try to ensure a decent enough seed, maybe at least get out of the absolute cellar that he has been in and shared with Flamita. Maybe wants to get himself away from that. And we'll see what happens here as Joe and Takagi face off. As I maybe potentially deal with my desktop audio, I'll turn that down maybe just a little bit here. I want to just make sure it's not too utterly loud. There we go. Nice suplex to the outside to Shingo. Or by Shingo, sorry. Wow, Bryce very quick on that 20 count. Both of them getting back in at the count of 9. A very quick 9 there. Joe pulling him away here. Got a Boston Crab locked in, but got him away. Bounce him off the ropes. Shingo's not going to have it. Scurrying around is both of them. Joe lays him out here. Drops a knee into the back. Oh, I have no idea what Shingo just tried there. Bounce him off the ropes. Oh, missing the spinning kick there. But the vertical suplex gets him. And now we got a strike exchange between Joe and Shingo. Let's see who gets it. Shingo's going to get that one. Circling around, bounces him off the ropes. Drop down by Shingo, bouncing off the ropes, and nothing there. Joe, for his troubles, is going to give him a couple of stiff knees. And oh no, this time Shingo catching the leg, got him off the top rope, missed with the elbow, and goes right into a chin lock with Samoa Joe there. Joe going to lay in a couple more knees here, and he is just raining down blows on Shingo Takagi. Once again, another big kick right to the back of Samoa Joe's head, dragging him away from that side of the ropes here. And now dragging him away from the ropes again, looking for a pin. And just a count of one as we're 5 minutes into this match. And a nice kick strike there. Kick combination by Samoa Joe. Running senton by Joe. Thrown out of the ring there. Shingo coming out after him. And nice vertical suplex by Shingo Takagi. I gotta say, usually we see snap suplexes or stalling suplexes. Just a good old-fashioned vertical suplex there onto the floor. Still gonna feel it. But Joe's gonna do what he can to work on his back as well. Let's see if this plays into it. Oh, Shingo looked like he was going to run into the corner, but Joe getting out of it quickly. And Joe, like I said, with a snap suplex, pulls him away for the ropes. Let's see what he can get here. Shingo's got him up. Oh, gut buster. And then he pulls out a senton of his own and then dropping the knee. Bridging German doesn't get it. Hey, JD, how's it going? Oh, Alabama slam by Shingo Takagi, powering himself up. Now fights out of whatever Joe got him in there for. Diving elbow, and both of them tired already. 8 minutes into the match. Joe throwing him off. Nice power slam there. Only gets a 2 count, however. Throwing him into the ropes. Let's see what he's got. Got him on the top. Muscle buster time for Joe. Muscle buster. And Shingo's just going to tank it. He gets the muscle buster, but stands straight up. Jesus. Joe not having any of it. Oh, my God. He with the sidewalk slam, and Shingo still gets up before him. Shingo desperate for it. Torture rack. Is this going to be it? No, it's not. 10 minutes gone here. Pulling him off the ropes. Puts the knee over him. My God. I don't think I've ever seen someone tank a muscle buster quite like that, especially a guy like Shingo. Oh, my God. Burning hammer by Shingo. I think it's been quite a while since I've seen a burning hammer by Shingo Takagi. And now he's going to get locked up in the tree of woe. Raining down blows on his legs there. Once again, going into the abdomen with Samoa Joe, working on that very rough, oh my God, muscle buster in the middle of the ring, and that's going to keep Shingo down. Will it be enough to beat him? And a 2.9 as he kicks out of a second muscle buster. Shingo now trying, desperately trying, one out of the basement more than anything. Joe working for it. No, reverses it into a sunset flip powerbomb. Shingo is like a man possessed right now. 3 muscle busters. Will that be enough? 1, 2, 2.9. He kicks out of a third muscle buster. Shingo is a man possessed right now. Kick out with the running power slam. Huge Uranage. It looked like a T-bone maybe. Joe off the ropes. Big kick by Samoa Joe. Circling around in another strike exchange. Shingo refusing to give up. Pulling away from the ropes. Let's see what he's got in mind here. Go behind. No, Joe reverses, throwing him off. Clothesline. Who's Joe fighting right now? Shingo Takagi. Oh, he got him up against the ropes here. Shingo pulling him away. Missing the clothesline, though. Nice DDT. Shingo up to the top rope. Hits the diving elbow. Has him up. Oh, tries for a tackle. Missed. Joe going to hit him with another high kick. Joe this time, jackknife powerbomb, lays him out. Shingo still fighting. Shingo doing everything he can to get out of the basement. He's not even in playoff contention anymore. And he got him! Shingo Takagi wins a match. Shingo Takagi, after, holy God, how many weeks has he gone without a win? Jesus. Hang on. Okay. Last week to Kenny Omega. Let's see. 2 weeks ago to Wyatt. 3 weeks ago to Dunn. 4 weeks ago to Riddle. 5 weeks ago to Tozawa. 6 weeks ago to Yoshida. 7 weeks ago to Hardy. Oh my God, how far back do I have to go? 8 weeks ago to Flamita. 9 weeks ago to Ishii. Holy crap, when did he actually win? 10 weeks ago to Xavier Woods. Oh my God, this is Shingo Takagi's first win since week 1. We are in week 12, and the first win that Shingo Takagi gets since week 1, when he beat Jervis Cottonbelly, was to Samoa Joe, potentially ruining his playoff dreams. My God. I did not know how far back I had to go, but I had to go back all the way to week 1 to see the last time that Shingo had won. And he gets it done against Samoa Joe. What an upset. The 1-10 Shingo is now the 2-10 Shingo. And now the pressure's going to be on Flamita to not stay in the basement. But that will be later on. 93 match evaluation. It was crazy. The fact that he got a win after, like, he literally tanked. He tanked the first muscle buster he tanked. He literally got up before Samoa Joe. He got hit with a muscle buster, got up before Samoa Joe. And then he kicks out of 2 more muscle. He kicked out of a grand total of 3 muscle busters to get that win. He was a man possessed. How do I determine who goes into Cyclone FC? I think it was probably like 2.5 hours. But if you go back in, because I have it on a playlist, I did what I called a preseason, which was 16 matches, which is absolute insanity. I took the people that I had at the time, and I randomized 32 people, and they all went into matches, and the 16 winners of those 16 matches with the 32 people got into this. So it was kind of crazy. And I'm so glad I've already done that, because now I'll never have to do freaking 16 matches again to determine competitors, or I'll find a slightly better way to do it than that. Am I going to do Hawkeye Pro today? Probably not. I'm probably going to do it on Saturday night into Sunday. That's generally when I do it. Will there be any future editions? I don't have it posted anymore, but I did have in the preseason. Let me see what I put. Okay, officially 15-week season. Top 8 competitors move to single elimination playoffs. The bottom 8 competitors must wrestle before the next season to keep their spot. So if I do a second season of this, which, I mean, even if it's not super popular, I enjoy it. So the bottom 8 competitors who don't make the playoffs will have to wrestle in basically qualifying matches to keep their spot. So I'll probably randomize like 8 more people to face them. So that's how I generally determine it. All right. Well, speaking of, I will get into this here. Rick Knox, the referee for Matt Hardy versus Tomohiro Ishii. I can get that started. That way I'm not sitting here talking too much about this. Now, of course, with the fall of Samoa Joe means it's one less potential person for Matt Hardy to compete with, which means that he can still have his playoff dreams kept alive with a win against Tomohiro Ishii. Unfortunately, it's Tomohiro Ishii who has been doing fairly well for himself since he started bouncing back from his losing streak. 4 6-man tag matches with the winning team. Yeah, or 4 8-man. Yeah, I could have done that, but I wanted to do one-on-one matches, and that was like, God, it was probably almost 6 months ago now when I did that. So, yeah, if I were to do it again, I would probably do 8-man tag matches, and that could determine it. knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't do that again, but it was still a fun set of matches. I think my favorite one might have actually been, if you ever go back to the preseason week, if you watch Sasha Banks' match. I think Sasha Banks' match was arguably my favorite match of all those preseason matches, because Sasha literally got like released German suplexed like 4 times out of the ring. Like, she got tossed out of that ring so many times and managed to win the match. To get in. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, Naito. I can't remember if I had Naito or not. But I mean, if he comes up, it'll be interesting. I feel like I'll have to get like more people just to kind of like really throw in like a bunch of like quite random people. I will say it'll be really interesting if I do like the random with just the 2 days from now. Oh, so Saturday night. Oh boy, does that mean I'll be doing TEW with Dragon Gate in the background? If it's Saturday night and a Sunday, that sounds like I'll be doing TEW with Dragon Gate playing in the background instead of music. Which, you know what, seems like it would work. Ishii doing a damn good job here up against Matt Hardy already. And like I said, even when it comes to Samoa Joe losing, or any of these guys who are in that 4 and 7 category, why not early TEW? I mean, I could potentially. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I do it early enough that, you know, I'm mostly doing it during the preliminary matches. Who knows? Yeah, I'll have to see. Football Manager. I'm not really a soccer guy or a football guy. I can kind of be an American football guy, but I'm like, that's one of the big things is that, like, I feel like if I play Football Manager, it's like, shit, I don't know soccer well enough. I'm going to piss somebody off with my incompetence at soccer. Or I'm going to, like, trade for somebody or sign somebody that everyone just goes, why the fuck did you sign this person? Why the hell did you do that? Motorsport Manager. I got to be honest. I'm thinking, yeah, the beauty of it is, I guess, I'd be going in and playing a, oh, God, he's torn his head open with the bites. Oh, my God. He bit the 141. Matt Hardy literally practicing bite you 141. And he busted him open with the bite. Out of the park, guys. We're doing football sim, but I don't know what happened. I guess that could be some sort of novelty to it. Like, guy who doesn't know shit about soccer plays a game devoted to it. Like, FIFA would be one thing, but this is like an actual management aspect. I do got to be honest, though. I've been, because I kind of kept things ambiguous for tonight, because after CFC, I have no idea what I was going to do, and I'm thinking, honestly, Motorsport Manager might be kind of a nice, comfy thing. I played a little bit of it. I kind of got the gist of it. I just need to get better at my pitting and how I make my guys go. 2 count there by Ishii. God, all the biting. You can't bite Ishii. That's what Ishii does. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen Ishii actually do biting in this. I feel like whoever made this Ishii failed in the fact that most of his moves aren't biting. It's just a cruel irony that Ishii is having to deal with all these constant bites. Make sure the team you pick doesn't piss anybody off. Isn't that basically how it's going to happen anyway? Ice pick! If he ever finishes off anyone with the ice pick, I will be shocked. Oh my god, he turned him inside out with that clothesline. Speaking of, I feel like I got to look up the mods again, because I used to have mods, and then I didn't really I didn't ever use them on stream, because by the time I would get to like a stream version, oh my god, Ishii was too tired to run the ropes. Because yeah, like after seeing like 8-man MMA fight, I wanna figure out mods. Oh my god, will you stop biting him? Oh my god. I feel like Matt Hardy's taking this a little too seriously. He's taking the phrase a little too seriously. Matt Hardy on the top rope. What's he gonna do? Nothing. He's just gonna stand there like Batman. Oh my god. Ishii is too tired. Taking the gut wrench suplex. Throwing him off. He's just oh my god. He's just trying to get his wind back. He doesn't. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Ishii trying to get some air back into his lungs here. I think it might be working. Just as long as he gets Matt Hardy distracted by something. There you go. All right. I think he's doing better now. Now that he's taking a breather. Oh, a huge powerbomb. Is that going to do it? Yes, it is. He got enough air back into his lungs. Enough air back into his lungs to make it happen. It was a good little match. I don't know if it was as crazy as... Because apparently this got a 95 compared to the 93 of the Joe Shingo match. I feel like that match was a little bit crazier. But I won't really argue with this. But I think right now Joe and Shingo might be the match of the night here. Oh god, I didn't even give out a match of the night last time. Damn. But yeah, I think just for Shingo kicking out of 3 muscle busters and then winning the match, I think that's got to count for... It's definitely got to count for something. Let's see. Oh man, this is the first time in a while that Akira Tozawa has been this low on the card. Let's give him some like low card pants. Let's give him like some red pants. Let's make him red pants. Those are his lower card pants. And he's got to face Jervis Cottonbelly. That's probably why he's low card. Little Nate, the referee for this contest. Let's see if he fares better than he has been. I do got to say, though, I have been working on some stuff for Axis Football. And the franchise mode looks insanely simplistic. Like, really simplistic. And I think they're working on that for next year. But I still wouldn't mind doing it, just because having like a customized league would be nice. So yeah, Akira Tozawa's been on a bit of a decline over the last few weeks, and of course after last week, I think it's been about 3-4 weeks since he's had a win. Because I remember him being 7. I don't think he was 7-0, but I think he was definitely at least 7-1. So it's been a little bit since he's actually gotten a win. Hopefully Akira can get himself a win over Jervis Cottonbelly tonight. Matt Hardy versus Tomoishi, 4.75 stars by Dave Meltzer. Higher than the 4.5 stars given to Samoa Joe. This is reportedly pissed off many critics. Oh. It's timely, too, considering Meltzer's Wrestle Kingdom 12 stuff came out, and people are, you know... I don't know how most people react to it, but I know, like, some people are a little weirded at, like, maybe not weird, but some people might not agree with the Omega Jericho rating. And they might think, like, oh, man, you gave Omega Jericho 5 stars, but Okada Naito 4.75? What are you doing? Oh, I always love that pin. Man, Jervis taking it to Akira Tozawa right now. This is, if this was wrestling, this would be a good, if this was, I mean, I get, it is wrestling, but if like this was scripted, this would be like a great little storyline right here. I do gotta say, Goto versus Suzuki was amazing. I forget what it was rated, but it was easily as close to, like, I think it should have been, what, 4.75? I don't know about 5 strictly, but 4.75 at least. Man, Jervis just taking absolute control here. Tozawa doing what he can to get back of him. 4.5. Yeah, I'd say 4.5. I might have rated it a little bit higher because I thought it was... I really did think it was like that good. I'm just like, Jesus, okay. Giving it more than Omega Jericho? Yeah. Or at least if you were going to give Omega Jericho 5 stars, I would have given Goto Suzuki 5 stars. That was a great match. Here we go. Let's see. Tozawa trying to fight out of it. Jervis just seems to have Akira Tozawa's number right now. Unfortunately, as he's pulling on the neck here. Tozawa hasn't been able to get too much offense in right now. He's just been consistently reversed. This has been a weird look for Tozawa right now. He's just been doing everything he can to stay in this. There you go. Body slamming him outside of the ring. But he gets back in. Here we go. Nice. Oh, gonna do it again with the Hurricane Rana, but still too close to the ropes both times here. Minoru Suzuki is 49, I know. Here we go. The strike battle. We haven't quite seen Jervis pull off the full realm of, oh my god, I love that Tozawa face. We haven't seen Jervis quite pull off the extent of his insane moves. Oh, looking for something there. Oh, there's the bear hug by Jervis. Let's see if that does anything. Nope. Oh, nice belly to belly by Jervis, boarding the top rope. It's an odd turnbuckle to see them coming off of. You don't see them coming off of that turnbuckle too often. It's an interesting view. And now Tozawa's going to do it. Diving. It looked like a diving headbutt by Tozawa. High risk, high reward. Nice kick combo. Looking for a pin after that one. 2.9. Kind of surprised with how little in the last 10 minutes Tozawa has pulled off. He managed to get a 2.9 out of that. Here we go, stretching the arms out. Another move that we discussed. I think last time I did this about what type of hold that was specifically. Jervis off the ropes here. Superman punch by Jervis. Walloping him in there. Oh, once again, laying in those elbows, those forearms. Tozawa doing what he can against it. Oh, the straightjacket German. This might be it. 2.9 on the German. And that might have been the last that Akira Tozawa had left in him. Jervis going for a pin here. And no, 2.9 as Tozawa kicking out before the 3 count. Elbow to the back of the head. Diving off. Another diving headbutt. Jervis just seems like so far in this match, he's just been a little too much for Tozawa to handle. Oh, he's going to do another bridging German. Is this going to be it? No, 2.9 on that. Tozawa looking for whatever type of German he can pull off. Senton to the back of Jervis, climbing up to the top. Senton again to the back of Jervis. Doing it again, bridging German up against the ropes. This is like the end of some Tanahashi match from a few years ago, when Tanahashi would end a match with like 5 high fly flows in a row. This is what it's feeling like right now. One away, Tozawa, another German, too close to the ropes. He just needs to get away from the ropes here if he wants to hit him with it. Another senton. And now bear hug, working on him here. Not going to make it happen though. Kicking him away. Here we go, laying in the elbows, rolling elbow. Oh, calling for something here. Is this going to be it? No, Jervis fighting out of what I can only expect would have been a straightjacket German to end the match. And another bear hug. He gave up! He gave up to the bear hug! Oh, no. Well, at least one of the 4 and 7 guys, their hopes are not yet dashed, as Jervis Cottonbelly with the downtown lock. I thought, I guess, yeah, I guess that's what he calls the bear hug. The downtown lock on Akira Tozawa gets the win. This has been a night of potential upsets. My goodness. This has been insane. 99%. I don't know. Still, once again, that was something. That was, I think if Tozawa came back, I would give it that, but I don't know. Right now, like, I didn't think that Joe Shingo match was going to be as crazy as it was. All right, next match here. Let's see. What should we put on her? We'll do like a secondary costume. 5 stars from Meltzer. All right. So at least one 4 and 7 person makes it 5 and 7, keeps himself alive. Of course, like I said, the 4 and 7 people still not potentially done. You know, some 7 and 4, some 6 and 5 people could find their way into some losses. Bill Alfonso, the referee for this matchup. I gotta say, this is 4th on the card. This probably could be the main event because honestly, with the way both Candice and Riddle fight and wrestle, this could steal the show right here. We'll see. But yes, Candice LeRae has worked her way back 6 and 5, and after the rough start that she had to her season, she has fought her way back into playoff contention. Matt Riddle looking to get his way back. Started off pretty okay, then it sort of fizzled out, but Candice LeRae has fought her butt off to get to this point and could potentially be up there in official playoff contention. Keep herself away from that. Here we go. Riddle versus LeRae. Here we go. Strongly consider Football Manager probably a 2017 version, not the 2018 version. I could potentially. There is one soccer game I did see. I'd have to find it. I put it on my wish list on Steam because it was like a oh my god. I think it's been a long time since I've actually seen her hit the cutter. I can't remember how many times over the last several weeks and matches that she's had that she went for that cutter and just whiffed it. So many whiffed cutters, and she just bangs it on Riddle. Oh my god, taking some stiff knees. And he's going to do a senton. Riddle doing what he can against LeRae. LeRae getting blocked from everything she's trying to do, but keeping Riddle off of him. Keeping Riddle off of her there. Go for the pin. Nothing happening. German suplex blocked. A lot of blocks right now. A lot of reversals. A lot of blocked moves. See what he's got. Leg whip. Got her up. Missed the roundhouse. And she's going to twist his leg down. Here we go. One. Nope. Nothing there. And strike exchange. Here we go. Back chop versus the right hook. No, the chop getting it. Riddle laying in the punches now. Not able to get fought off there. Candice, though, doing what she can to stay alive in this. Doing very well. It's been very back and forth between them. 5 minutes in. Nice snap suplex by Candice LeRae. All right. She whiffed the cutter. Order's restored. And then she gets turned inside out by a Matt Riddle clothesline. Jesus. Order restored. Clubbing blow. Nice DDT by Riddle. Going for a pin after that one. Just a 2 count. Let's see LeRae. Nice bridging German suplex. Just gets a 2 count on that one. Bro to sleep by Matt Riddle. Just as soon as I'm trying to take a drink, he goes and hits his finish. But Candice still fighting out of it. Here we go. Small package by Candice. Nothing doing on that one. Call for the DDT. Plants him in the middle of the ring. Picks him up. Let's see what else she's got planned. Can't seem to get anything too big on Riddle right now. Oh, my God. Turned inside out again. Oh, God. Oh, that kick to the back of Candice LeRae's head. Followed by that clothesline. How is she still in this? Here we go. Oh, still getting fought more. She's had more of her German suplexes blocked than ones that she's actually hit. Snap suplex has been working very well for her, though. And once again, showcasing it. And now she's going to do a little ground and pound of her own, giving Matt Riddle a taste of his own medicine. Stunner by Candice LeRae. Boarding the top rope. Waiting for something. Diving Hurricane Rana. Or I guess a Frankensteiner, since it wasn't a pin. Oh, Poison Rana. My God. I don't think I've seen that yet. 10 minutes have passed. I don't think I've seen anyone yet pull off a Poison Rana. Oh, knee to the back of Candice LeRae. DDT called. Plants him. Will that be it? 1, 2, 2.9. Oh, God. Later out with that spinning back kick. Plants him with another DDT, and they're both down. Blocked from doing anything here. Another stunner to Riddle. Not done with him yet. And that might have been her downfall right there. Not going for the pin as she eats a bro to sleep, but they're going to go right into a strike exchange. What is psychology? Oh, my God. Roundhouse, but she tanks it. Fighting Spirit with a drop kick. They're both up. Oh, my God. Let's see if they're going to do anything here. Oh, that running knee. Oh, my God. What in the hell was that? Oh, cross arm breaker. My God. She's still fighting out of this. Snap suplex. Holy crap. This is insanity. X Factor. Up to the top. Moonsault. No, I think that was his turn. Oh, there's... Oh, my God. Another moonsault. 2 moonsaults by LeRae. Picking him up. Trying to block the shots. Couldn't get it in. Riddle clubbing blow to the back with a taunt. Diving off. Putting his knee right into Candice LeRae's back. Jesus. Here it comes. Bro to sleep. And he's not going for the pin. He wants to finish her off. Oh my God. Dragging her away. Still not done. Oh, Stone Cold Stunner out of nowhere. Candice LeRae's up to the top rope. Diving at him. Frankensteiner for the top. And now it's the ground and pound. Riddle's still not done. No. This is crazy. Oh, small package. No. Too close to the ropes. He's going to do it. A third bro to sleep. Oh, my God. And he's still not done with her. Oh, that running knee. Candice is still up on her feet. Oh, missing those spinning back kicks. Magistral cradle. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. What the fuck? After all that, she wins with a Magistral. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I lost track at the number of bro to sleep she ate. She ate at least 3, maybe 4, I can't remember. But in 18 minutes, Candice LeRae has done it again. Jesus. She ate like 3 or 4 of those. She had a couple of Germans. They kept getting blocked. Maybe she was going for a balls plex. And then after all those finishers, she wins with basically a glorified roll-up. Fucking beautiful. Can't say enough about that. Well, here we go. Shingo getting his first win in 11 weeks. At the top of this card. And we have yet to see if perhaps Flamita can do the same. He also Joe was a bit of a challenge, but this might be an even bigger challenge for Flamita with someone on the par with Kenny Omega. So here we go. This could be a very exciting match as well. Rick Knox, the referee. Flamita versus Kenny Omega. And, of course, not much to be said about Flamita, and yet his one and only win, funny enough, coming against Shingo Takagi in Week 4. So the other basement dweller is the only person that Flamita's actually gotten a win over. We'll see if he can change that tonight. It's been an interesting night for upsets as well. So we'll see what happens here. But Kenny Omega is on the cusp. He's right on the bubble right now as far as playoff contention is concerned. 6-5. Candice LeRae got a win that brought her up to 7-5. Well, let me see here. Yeah, Candice LeRae getting the win brings her up to 7-5. Yoshida Banks and Banks have not fought yet. They will fight in the next matches. So Omega's going to have to keep up here if he wants to have himself a solid shot at the playoffs. Candice has done a good job of potentially securing her spot. Now it's up to Omega to keep the pressure on. Omega was, of course, a top 5 guy throughout most of the season, but he's been losing it over the last few weeks here. Let's see if he can get it back though against Flamita. Flamita, of course, wants to replicate what Shingo did earlier in the night with getting his second win. Is there a time limit? Absolutely not. There must be a winner. Standing shooting star press by Flamita. See what he's got here. Oh, nice basement drop kick. And like I said, Flamita has always been highly competitive in a lot of these matches. He just hasn't come out on the right end of it most of the time. I'd say all but one time has Flamita had come out on the wrong end of it. But they've always been highly competitive matchups. Maybe this time the coin will land on his side. Oh my god, the smacking battle between them. Standing moonsault gets nothing out of that one. Well, at least gets a 1. Oh my god, a fucking overhand chop. Omega, nope, nothing on that one. Nice kick. Now Flamita can't get it going. Each time they're going to try to do something into the corner, the other guy recovers. Keeps them out of it. Nice drop kick by Flamita here. Now he's going to whip him off the ropes. Let's see if he's got anything this time. No, Omega's going to fight out of it. Body slam into a pin, but only a 1 count. There you go. The both of them. Oh, reversing into a big power bomb, but only a 2 count on that one. Nice flip senton by Flamita. Here we go. Ribeiro special. Not able to get anything, though, on Omega. Drop toe out of everything. Out of everything that he does, a drop toe hold. Fantastic. Oh my god. Nice little nice splash there. But Omega trying to go for a pin. A lot of these guys trying to go for some early pins here. Trying to end this matchup and end their night early. Not able to make it happen, though. Oh, nice super kick by Flamita. How apropos. Diving off. Nice flying springboard, flying body press by Flamita. But Omega, no, rolls out of it. Wow. Nice sequence of moves here, these guys. With some excellent chemistry between each other. Nothing going between either one of them, though. Nice kick there. Let's see. Kenny Omega off the ropes. Dropping an elbow. Yeah, the one-winged angel. We'll see. I mean, Kenny Omega has been known to knock people out with the one-winged angel. There's not been a lot of knockout. I think there's only been about 3 knockouts so far in the history of CFC since we've done this. In the 11 and a half weeks that we have done this, there's been 3 knockouts. 2 of them came at the behest of Omega's one-wing angel. And by the way, a very close count that 2.9 was. I wasn't expecting it to be as close as it was. Omega once again maybe going for a Hurricane Rana, but not enough. Getting very close right now. Oh, very nice head scissors by Kenny Omega. Uh-oh, here we go. One-winged angel time. That should be it. 1, 2, and 2.9. Flamita kicks out of the one-winged angel. And things have just gotten interesting. 2.9. Flamita kicks out again. Flamita picking him up. The gut buster. Off the ropes. No. Kreutz Wrath, anti-Shoto. I have no idea. Oh my god. Let's see if he's got it. No, still doesn't get it. Oh my god, the Flam Fly. That could be it. But Omega tanks the Flam Fly. It's very rare to see him hit that. Once again, 1 in 10. Hasn't hit a ton of his finishers. That was a standing one, though. I don't know if maybe his... I don't know if it would have a little bit more oomph to it if he were to hit it off the top rope. Oh, kick right to the back of his head. And once again, they seem to be very tired. They've been going at 100 miles per hour. Oh, another Flam Fly. This time Omega's down again. Let's see what he's got. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Still not. No, now they're going to go into a striking sequence now. Super kick to Omega. Oh, the super kicks to Omega. Oh, a third super kick. One could say it's a super kick party happening in here. And Omega's the poor victim. Oh, reversing out of that. Let's see, Flamita not able to capitalize very well. No, he ducks underneath of the drop kick. Let's see, can he do something? No. Oh, Fisherman suplex. Nobody gets. He tanks it again. Flamita doing everything he can this time. He's got it. Roll him up. He's got it. Flamita with the win. What a week of upsets. Everything going right for Flamita in this match. Everything going wrong for Kenny Omega. Suffering super kicks. Getting hit with 2 finishes. Rick Knox refereeing the contest. Flamita actually kicking out of the one-winged angel. This match had it all. That was crazy. Fantastic match. A very fast-paced, high-octane match between Flamita and Kenny Omega. I think it deserves the 100% that it got. That was a very action-packed amount of time there. Flamita getting his second win. Now at 2-10, he refuses to be the only person at the bottom. The Fisherman Buster probably would have been enough, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes people cover him, sometimes people don't. It seems weird. I mean, Riddle had how many Broda sleeps on Candice LeRae and just didn't pin her? And he would go for pins or submissions. It just wasn't enough. It's weird. Sometimes people go for pins. Sometimes they don't go for pins. I don't know. I don't understand sometimes. Well, here we go. Kenny Omega dropping down is going to put his potential playoff hopes in jeopardy. Little Nate's the referee for this next match between Yoshida and Xavier Woods. And like I said, after that loss, Omega now in some serious trouble. Candice LeRae got a win, so that leaves only one spot right now for the 6-5 competitors to potentially take. If Yoshida or Banks gets a win, Kenny Omega is officially a match down out of contention, and with only 3 more weeks after this, that is not a spot you want to be in. So, like I said, it might be a little bit better if Yoshida and Banks both lose, but Candice LeRae took a win already. So there's an 8th spot right now, an 8th seed for someone with 7 wins that either Takashi Yoshida or Sasha Banks can take over. And, of course, Xavier Woods, the new, tied for the top seed in this league, facing Takashi Yoshida, who's going to be looking. He's going to be hungry right now to get that playoff spot. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. A lot of these matches right now are going to weigh very heavily on a lot of these guys. Here we go. Yoshida fighting hard. Let's see. Nope. Woods showing off that he might just be a little too much for Yoshida to handle. We'll see here. Oh, what an uppercut by Takashi Yoshida. Jesus. Oh, my God. These uppercuts are brutal. Absolutely brutal. And here's the overhand strike exchange between the both of them. These guys throwing bombs at one another from the offset. Nice strike exchange, or strike combo there by Woods. Yoshida punching him off. This is very interesting to see. Just a 1 count by Xavier Woods there. And now clubbing is Yoshida. Throwing him off the ropes. Let's see what he got here. Nothing there. Oh, nice little comeback clothesline. Ah, those 2 big bear paws. Xavier Woods having to feel them, though. Oh, looking for it again. Not going to be enough. The kick there, going for the pin. There's 1, 2, and no. Woods doing a fairly good job, but Yoshida, knowing that he has to stay on him, knowing that he has to keep in control of this match most of the time if he wants to have an opportunity. at the playoffs here. And right now, Woods just might be better than him. Who knows? But I'm sure Woods would love to keep a #1 spot right now. Exchange between them. Uh-oh, here we go. Ooh, nice gorilla press slam by Yoshida. Picked him up. No, maybe looking for a power bomb, but backdrop clean out of the ring. And now he's going to grab a chair. Interestingly enough, the way Xavier Woods matches have happened over the last few weeks, Xavier Woods, smacking him with the chair, but Yoshida's having none of it. Oh, that backdrops Xavier Woods on the chair. Good Lord. Yeah, the way it's been working thus far, interesting to see Xavier Woods not being the first person to grab a weapon, but he was the first one to officially hit someone with it. Oh, eye gouge by Xavier Woods to keep himself from getting power bombed. Was perhaps maybe looking for a cyber bomb, but couldn't get out of the jackhammer. And no, a solid 2 count there by Takashi Yoshida. Now looking for another big power bomb, and that time he wasn't able to get out of it. There we go, getting him away from the ropes here, picking up Xavier Woods. But Woods with the DDT in the middle of the ring. Let's see what he's got. No, Yoshida fighting out of it. Hashtag Woods for US champ. What? I guess I haven't been paying too much attention. Who's in the running for that right now? Oh, nice code red by Woods and a 2.9 on that one. And he's looking for a jackhammer in the middle of the ring. He gets it. Here's 1, 2, 2.9 by Yoshida. Yeah, I don't know who's still technically in that. Oh, trying to choke Woods out, though. Not going to make it happen. Uh-oh, go behind by Woods. Locking the arms back behind him as 10 minutes have elapsed in this match. Throwing him out here. 2 semis are Woods versus Raleigh and Mahal versus Woods. Okay. So they haven't done the semi. I thought they might have done the semis by now. Oh, man. Both men grabbing a chair. Oh, now being thrown onto it. Drug through the chairs. Flip senton. Mahistral. We've seen it work once already. 2.9 on that one. Oh, picking him up. Oh, wrecks him with a power bomb. And it's strike exchange time once again. Woods powering him up, clothesline, but no. Yoshida going to do a clothesline of his own, and it seems to work a little bit better. Uh-oh, Woods with the go behind. Manhattan slam there. Oh, just the 2 big punches, and now he's going to make him pay with the steel chair. Misses the steel chair swing, though. And Woods getting him into the corner. Let's see what he's got. Uh-oh. 619 time for Woods. Here we go. Kicks him. See what he's got. Code red once again by Xavier Woods. Is that going to be enough? And it is. Code red enough to beat him. Xavier Woods getting the win. Makes the road a little bit easier for Kenny Omega if he wants to try to get in there. However, it does make the road a little bit easier for Sasha Banks if she's going to be looking for a potential playoff spot here. We are 6 matches in. We have 2 matches left, and it looks like this is definitely going to be a very interesting last few weeks here as far as determining seeds are concerned. So Sasha Banks now has a very unique opportunity here. We'll put that one on. Why not? And she, unfortunately for her, she has the fight of her life coming up here against Bray Wyatt. I'm going to put him in the white pants. He seems like he's been virtually unstoppable in the white pants. We had Bryce. Mario Yamazaki, the referee for this contest. Sasha Banks versus Bray Wyatt. Like I said, Sasha Banks worked up to that 6-5 spot. Candice LeRae got the win. Sasha would like to join her up there. And once again, we're down to the last 6-5 person to potentially get a win here. and secure that spot for anyone who's going to have at least 7 wins. But she's got a very tall task in front of her, because Bray Wyatt has been on a roll thus far. He's been doing very good. He beat Samoa Joe last week. 2 weeks ago, beating Shingo. 3 weeks ago, beating Kenny Omega. Let's see here. Bray Wyatt overdone 4 weeks. I do want to see this. Matt Riddle makes 5. Akira Tozawa makes 6. So he's on a current 6-match win streak. I think that's the biggest now officially, because Yoshida was on like 4. I believe Sasha was on 5. But I do got to say, Yoshida had a nice streak going before Sasha being the one to ruin it. So if there's anyone who is a streak breaker in CFC, it is Sasha Banks. And the implications of her winning this match are big. Here we go, fighting a... Let's see what they got here. Oh, throwing him into the corner. Nothing doing on that one, though. See what they got. Oh, nice. Nice move by Bray Wyatt here. Oh, big headbutt by Bray Wyatt right into a senton. Sasha trying. There you go. A lot of knife-edge chops by Sasha Banks. Should help him out here. Kicking right to the back. Wyatt off the ropes. Oh, just throwing himself at Sasha Banks. Oh, back elbow into another senton. Oh, Bray Wyatt laying in the shots right now. Oh, the overhead punches. Let's see who's going to get the better end of it. Sasha getting the better end. Staying on Bray Wyatt. That's a very good idea. Sasha Banks doing a very good job of at least making sure to stay on Bray Wyatt. Make sure he doesn't get away. Make sure he doesn't build too much momentum right now. Because as much as Bray Wyatt has been doing well, he could definitely use a win. He doesn't need the win as badly as Sasha Banks needs that win right now. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Bray Wyatt picking her up. No, Sasha Banks rolling into it. Only gets a 1 count on that. Overhand hit. Oh, wrecks her with a Uranagi. Both of them up at the same time, though. Oh, backbreaker by Bray Wyatt. That Uranagi is a killer. Off the ropes, gets it. Oh. Hits her with a low kick. Bray Wyatt now. Oh. Manhattan slam by Wyatt. Picking up Sasha. No, Sasha fighting back out of it again for a roll-up. Only gets a 1 count, though. Oh, my God. I think she got hang time on that one. I'm pretty sure Sasha Banks just got airtime on that uppercut. Kicking out of 2, though. Nice Hurricane Rana. Too close to the ropes, though. Oh, Bray Wyatt fighting out of what she can do. Another big senton right on Sasha Banks. Oh, but Sasha coming back with the palm strikes. Boarding the top rope. Diving frog splash, but too close to the ropes again. Gonna hit a Hurricane Rana, this time away from the ropes. 2.9 on that pinfall. The Uranage is the move that Rod Johnson won the Brawl for All Championship, yes. And no one better utilizes it here than Bray Wyatt. 10 minutes gone. Sasha tossing him out of the ring here. Another Hurricane Rana. Mari Yamazaki counting super quickly. It's amazing how quickly they're fighting. 16s. Oh, no. Just before a 17 count. Maru Yamasaki, a very quick guy, wanting it to get back into the ring as quick as possible. I was beginning to worry just a little bit for a potential countout. But Wyatt coming back here. Oh, throwing himself once again into Sasha Banks. Oh, my God. Those uppercuts are something. Oh, my God. Once again, 2.9 on that one. Bray Wyatt's got to think about what he's doing with himself. Perhaps take a slightly different approach to his offense if Sasha's able to potentially roll him up this well. 2.9 kick out by Sasha. And now the overhand strike exchange happening once again here. Uh-oh, Sasha, drop kick. Bray's up. Oh, discus clothesline by Bray Wyatt. He got out of it. Bray Wyatt's got her up. No. Sasha fighting. She wants this. Not used to refereeing wrestling, makes the mistake of not resetting the count once Sasha Banks joined Bray Wyatt. Yeah. I forget. Is it Yamasaki or Herb Dean who's generally the slightly more... oh, my God. After that roll-up, Sasha Banks getting the win. Oh, my God. And she has taken down Bray Wyatt. Sasha Banks officially a schoolboy. After all that, she wins with a schoolboy. Well, good job by Sasha Banks, as I officially feel like now she should have the name of the streak breaker. She has been the one to break streaks throughout CFC so far. It has been crazy to see. And now we are on the final match of the night, tonight's main event. Oops. Oh my God, there we go. There we go. Luke Harper versus Pete Dunne. Referee for this contest, Tim White. Shrug of the shoulders, like, sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, sure, schoolboy. That's how Eddie does it, right? There you go. Luke Harper versus Pete Dunne. A lot of implications right now. By the way, with Sasha Banks' win, she officially joins Candice LeRae into the final 2 spots in the playoffs. Currently, of course, like I said, there are still 3 weeks left. Anything can happen. However, that now sets the bar to 7 wins. As of right now, all 8 competitors that have a potential seeding right now in the playoffs have at least 7 wins. That does not bode well for some of them who have 4 wins, where it is an extremely long shot for them. But with Pete Dunne and Luke Harper sitting at 8-3 with Bray Wyatt and Xavier Woods. However, both Woods and Wyatt taking a loss. Like I said, tonight has been an interesting night for upsets. And I guess it wouldn't be a huge upset if Pete Dunne were to beat Luke Harper. It'll be definitely very helpful for Pete Dunne. Like I said, 7-4 currently, tied for 4th with Tozawa and Ishii. And if we look, Tozawa also getting a loss, Ishii getting a win, though. But that should help push him potentially up into at least the 5th place slot if he gets a win here. Otherwise, it potentially puts him in danger of losing his playoff position if he takes a loss tonight, because he'll sit with the rest of the 7-5 people at the low end. Luke Harper right now has the opportunity of a lifetime after Woods' loss and after Wyatt's lost. Luke Harper has a very unique opportunity against Pete Dunne here. If he can grab a win, he is officially, and with no ties at all, the number one guy in the league. He will take that number 1 spot with a win over Pete Dunne. However, Pete Dunne is going to be hungry and looking to maintain his spot. that he is currently sitting at. He wants to sit just with the rest of them. Here we go. Nice strike exchange there. Luke Harper getting the better of it, though. Luke Harper definitely had an interesting beginning to his quest so far. He's been very quietly putting up the wins here, and you know, he's been kind of back and forth for at least a good first half of the season, but he's been racking up the wins here to keep himself alive in this. It's been very interesting to see Luke Harper, who's been kind of quiet from that lower seeded position, potentially making a splash here. Pete Dunne trying to ruin that for him, though, and keep himself in solid contention. And perhaps, like I said, also, that means we have 3 people, or at least 2 people right now at 8-4. Or, yeah, at 8-4. I want to see. I'm trying to see Ishii. So, yeah, we have 4 people, 3 people potentially sitting at 8-4. If Pete Dunne wins, we'll have, oh my God, it looks like 5? I think we'd have 5 people sitting with 8 wins. So, yeah, definitely interesting to see what happens here. Harper getting out of that German suplex. Pulling him away from the ropes here. These two doing a lot of back and forth between each other. Nice backdrop by Pete Dunne. Boarding the top rope. Misses the big splash. Harper's going to go for it, though, and lands it. Nice little double stomp by Dunne. Has him up. Oh! Tyler Driver, 2.9 on that one, less than 10 minutes in. Able to get a 2.9, but he's starting to, it seems like he's starting to feel the effects of running as high as he's been going. Tombstone pile driver. He's not done. Another double stomp. Oh, looking for it again this time. Able to get a 2.9 and another 2.9 on that one. Pete Dunne working overtime to try to make this happen. Now biting the head of Luke Harper, and he's busted him open. He has busted Luke Harper open with it, and there you go. Sit down powerbomb by Luke Harper. 2.9 here. They are busting out the big guns already. 10 minutes in. Harper once again with a sit-down powerbomb. Oh, my God. What a sprint we just watched. Both men pulling out the heavy artillery from the very beginning and just going nonstop at each other for 10 minutes. It says it might have been one of the worst matches of the night. I think that's a very interesting match, to say the least. They threw bombs at each other from second one. And it shows as Luke Harper gets the win. And that officially puts him up to 9-3 after 12 weeks and the official #1 spot in the league. Very, very interesting. And like I said, the bar is officially set at 7 wins with Banks' win and Candice LeRae's win. They have fought from the lower end of the standings to get into playoff contention and potentially close the door on the likes of Kenny Omega and Takashi Yoshida, who have been sort of mainstays in the top 8. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in these last 3 weeks. We have just 3 weeks left. Here we go. And that is it. All 8 matches are complete. And that was week 12 in CFC. Holy crap, what a week. Some amazing matches. Some a lot of upsets. And a new guy at the top of the score of the standings here. Oh geez. Shingo did a fantastic job. And it was crazy kicking out of 3 muscle busters. But I feel like just for the athleticism involved, Flamita versus Kenny Omega has to get match of the night. I think overall it It wasn't as crazy as kicking out of 3 finishers. He only kicked out of, I think, 1. But it was still a phenomenal match between them. And was very solid, to say the least. So, very interesting week ahead, as we got 3 more weeks left to shape the rest of the league here and to see who gets into the playoffs. So I'll have something for you guys on stream after this. If you are watching this, however, on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, we got 3 weeks left. It should be very interesting to see. Let me see what week 13 would have in store for us. Oh boy. Kenny Omega versus Samoa Joe. Flamita versus Matt Hardy. We have Shingo Takagi versus Sasha Banks. That should be very interesting to see. Tomohiro Ishii and Takashi Yoshida. A nice series, a nice couple of matches there to maybe potentially shut the door on Yoshida. I feel like this. Oh man, I think I feel like this might be the main event already right here. Bray Wyatt versus Luke Harper. Like I said, Bray Wyatt getting the loss here to Sasha after a roll-up. Going to be looking to try to take that #1 spot. Luke Harper, the new #1 guy. And then, of course, Xavier Woods and Akira Tozawa. It's been an interesting last few weeks to get to this point. And Tozawa taking a loss means that Woods is actually higher up. But for most of the season, Woods has been chasing Akira Tozawa's record. So it'll be interesting to see if Akira Tozawa wants to keep himself in line for the playoffs. He's going to have to beat Woods. He's going to have to beat the guy who was chasing him for so long. Oh, another incredible matchup to see here between Pete Dunne and Candice LeRae. Once again, another match of 2 people that are going to be fighting for their playoff hopes and dreams. And only one of them can come out of it. That'll be very interesting to see. And then Jervis Cottonbelly versus Matt Riddle. I got to say, Jervis still technically not out of it. I think he's got 5 wins now. Like I said, he's a couple matches behind. You never know. But, you can still fight on because who knows what'll happen. So, yeah, I'll move on to something else here on the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. And I will see you next time.